Welcome back. It's still the beginning of the year, and this is the time of year where you have all types of vinyl tags going on all over YouTube. And Daryl D, I am back to bring you the best vinyl tag of them all, the rap vinyl tag. Yes, 2026. We are back in here, and I'm going to start it off. And hopefully you saw the one from the last couple years. If not, make sure you go back and check out all the cool ones. But this is the latest one. This is 2026. We're going to reflect on 2025. There's 15 questions on this one, again, just like last year. And we're going to see how it goes. And this rap vinyl tag, of course, is open to everybody. The invitation is out to any and everybody. Please participate if you can. And of these 15 questions that we're going to ask and discuss, if there's any questions that you can't answer, just fill that question in with something else maybe you want to show from your collection. All right? You got it? All right. Let's go. 15 questions in. Let's do this. So the first question is, I want you to show two different records in your collection, two different rap records from two different rap artists, groups, whatever, that have similar looking covers. Okay? Two records by two separate artists, but something about the covers are parallel with each other in some kind of way. They favor each other in some kind of way. They look like each other in some kind of way. Got it? Okay. Let me show you my selections. My selection would be Houdini Escape album. Okay, this was their second album, and I want you to focus on the bars there, thus escape. And also I wanted to pull out Public Enemy, It Takes the Nations of Millions to Hold Us Back, which also has bars on it. So we got Houdini Escape with the bars. We got Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation with the bars. And as you can see, that is what makes these two similar. Got it? Is that cool? All right, cool. Let's keep moving. The second question is, show a rap album in your collection that you love that has an ugly cover. A cover you just don't like, that you just don't care for. Now, personally, my pick would be Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style. Now, yeah, I love this album. A lot of people love this album. Me personally, I never liked this art. I thought the art was kind of corny looking, if you will. I never really dug that. It's an iconic cover. It's one of the most recognizable covers, but I never liked it. Just looks kind of, and no disrespect to the artist or anybody, the artist of the cover, Snoop Dogg being the artist and all that. Hey, great music. We all know that. We don't have to discuss this album. But I just never, ever liked this cover. I thought the art could have been so much better for my taste. And I'm, if you're halfway familiar with this channel, I'm a comic book guy. So this being sort of like comic book art, if you will, it didn't do much for me. So yeah, this would be my pick for the ugly rap cover. And I know some of y'all are like, oh man, you tripping, how you, whatever. It's my choice. Number 3, speaking of corny, that was the ugly cover. But number 3 is show the corniest rap album in your collection. Doesn't have to be about the cover. It's just got something that you consider to be corny. For me, this is about the cover. And my choice would be Beastie Boys. And this is the greatest hits, but it's called Solid Gold Hits. And yeah, this would be probably the corniest cover in my collection. Uh, First of all, I love the Beastie Boys. They're my second favorite rap group of all time. Been rocking with them since day one. My Beastie Boy vinyl collection is massive. I've done at least two to three other videos just based off of Beastie Boys vinyl. But this particular this cover art, as you can see, they're rocking the Puma suits and the do rags and the they were posing. They knew what they were doing. They have even said that that wasn't their style. I think they were like kind of pushed to do it. I don't think they wanted to do it. It wasn't natural to them, and they definitely were trying to look like somebody they weren't. But who cares? I mean, there's the Beastie Boys. We're talking royalty here, as far as I'm concerned. But them trying to look like the rappers of the day, nah, straight corny, straight corny. Who knows? I don't know whose idea this was, but from what I've heard, it wasn't their idea. They were kind of pushed to do it. So yeah, we'll leave that right there. Okay, so number 4. Show a rap record from someone you personally know. You personally know this artist or group. Show a record from your collection of somebody you personally know. And for me, it would be the homie Oxygen. This is age appropriate. This was one of his, I think that was his last album that he put out. And that gives you a little close-up of Tiny Ox back in the day. If you don't know exactly who Oxygen is or what he's about, this is a ill MC, one of the illest out there. Been doing it for a long time. Straight out of Long Island. You understand what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing to this day. He's got a lot of releases. He DJs. He produces, he does it all. But that's the homie right there, you know what I'm saying? And I got a couple of videos, at least one other video about Oxygen right here on this channel. So go check that out too. I think it's a performance that he did at the B Swap meet some years back. Yes, it's dope. It's dope. But yeah, me and the homie Ox, yeah. We boys like that. Yeah. So that would be my choice of an album I have of somebody that I personally know. Let's keep it moving. So, question number 5, or I should just say number 5. Show the second rap album you have ever bought, or rap record. It doesn't have to be an album. It could be a single, a 12-inch or 45. Show the second purchase that you've ever made, if you can even remember what that was. I remember my first one, which was on the tag last year, and I can remember my second one, which I'm getting ready to show you right now, but I don't remember anything after that where it really came. But my second purchase rap album, I'm gonna go with the Crush Groove album. And yeah, it was a couple R&B artists on there, but we also, we got Run DMC, we got Curtis Blow, we got Beastie Boys, we got the Fat Boys. This is definitely a rap album as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I think I was 16 when I bought this. So yeah, I remember when this movie dropped. I tried to go in there and see it. It was like, you're not old enough, kick rocks. I had to wait until it came on HBO before I actually saw it. And I recorded it off of HBO onto VHS tape, and I still have that tape. So I have to pull that out one day and show y'all. But yeah, this is the second rap purchase, second record purchase, period, ever. Right here, Crush Groove soundtrack. All right, number 6. Show a rap picture disc from your collection. Well, this one would be. I have a few. I have a few real common ones, but this was like one of the coolest ones I have. This is Jay Dilla featuring Com Sense and D'Angelo, and that's what that one looks like. In fact, I'm gonna pull this out so you can see it in all its beautiful glory. Check that out. Is that not cool or what? Now, on here it says the Shining EP. It says that there on the sticker. It says the Shining EP. I would hardly call it an EP because there's only 2 songs on here. So far to go, Common and D'Angelo. And then the B-side is called Baby, featuring Guilty Simpson and Madlib. And then there's one other song on here called Love, featuring Pharoah Monch. So it's 3 songs. I guess you could consider that an EP. It's cool. It's cool, but this is, man, what a beautiful pick this. I actually have 2 copies of this, and that's what the back looks like. I remember the first time I saw this, homie had this, and when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. It's gotta come home. So I ended up getting 2 copies. But that would be my rap picture disc that I will show you guys. All right. Number 7, what's the last rap record that you bought in 2025? Well, I'm gonna show you what I bought. I ordered it and paid for it in 2025. I either got this right at the end of 25 or maybe the beginning of 26, but I did purchase it in 25, and that would be Light Years by Nas and DJ Premier. Took forever for it to come, or longer than I thought. Yeah, I ordered and paid. I pre-ordered this a long time ago. But yeah, this is the first pressing, and now they've got all types of other pressings out there. Picture sleeve pressings, limited colored vinyl pressings. I ordered another copy of this that actually has a picture sleeve on it. If I'm not, yeah. I don't know when that's coming in. But yeah, this is the last purchase I did for 2025. It's a good album too. Okay, let's see. Oh, show an autograph record from your collection. Show a rap record that you got autographed. And if you don't have an autograph rap record, show a rap record from your collection that you would like to get autographed. Okay? So, me personally, I have a ton of autograph records. I've, been fortunate enough to be around a lot of different artists out there. So, I literally just grabbed the first one. I literally turned around, stood up, saw Casual. I didn't mean to. And if you look down there in the corner, it says 2D, Casual. I have been around the hieroglyphics, man, many times over the years. And I've got I think I've got autographs from like every single person in that crew. More than one, actually, from probably all of them. But this was the first one I grabbed. I could have grabbed a number of different ones. In fact, the Crush Groove I showed you was autographed by a few people, and you might see a few more before this video is over. But yeah, high roll all day, every day. Okay, number 9. We're getting down this list. Show a rap record from your home state. Now, my home state is Wisconsin. I'm from Milwaukee. This is my man, Mr. Rockler Flow, also from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. and this was a LP, EPLP that Dope Folks put out some years back, and it's called The Ultimate. Now, Rock LaFlow is an incredible lyricist, one of the baddest, illest lyricists to come out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And he comes from an era of incredible, incredible MCs. Milwaukee turned out a whole lot of ill rappers, MCs, and this guy, in my opinion, would probably be in the top 5, probably more like the top 3, you know, as far as I'm concerned. Insane battle rapper, insane lyricist. Been rolling with this dude since the 80s. Look him up, Mr. Rock La Flow. Thank me later. All right. Number 10. Show a record from your favorite rap artist. Well, that was easy. I pulled out probably my favorite album, Boogie Down Productions, aka Mr. KRS-One. This is the Blueprint album, the original Blueprint, the real Blueprint, and as far as I'm concerned, the only blueprint that matters. Tell him Daryl D said it. Y'all don't want no smoke with me. The ones of y'all that disagree, and the guy, the other Blueprint guy, don't want no smoke with him. All right? Those of you who know. Those of you who don't, just leave it alone. All right? KRS-One is my favorite MC of all time, which leads us to number 11. Show an album from your favorite rap group of all time. And my favorite rap group is the greatest rap group of all time, Run DMC. This is Down with the King. Oh, man. If you've ever gotten to see Run DMC perform live, then you know how ill they are. You know how incredible they are. And they were just ruling rap, back in the 80s and 90s. This was not their last album, but their album before last. What's interesting about this album is it had top-notch production on here. Of course, we know that Pete Rock did some songs on here. Q-Tip produced on here. EPMD produced on here. KG from Naughty by Nature. The Bomb Squad. Jam Master Jay did some production on here. There was even a song on here produced by Jermaine Dupri. So, great album. A lot of top-notch producers. And, yeah. Run DMC forever. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. Okay, so number 12. Show an artist that you've seen live. Now, I've seen probably most of the artists I have on vinyl, rap artists, I've seen them live. Most of them. So once again, I just grabbed the very first record that I could get my hands on. So I literally turned my chair around, reached down into one of these crates down here, and I pulled out Razzcast Soul on Ice. I've seen Razzcast a few times. We've hung out a few times. And if you look real closely, you'll see that Razzcast signed that one for me too. But I believe the first time I ever saw Razzcast was at the Lyricist Lounge tour. He was hosting it and he performed on it. And it was incredible. I remember we chopped it up about that some years back. And I remember I think the headliner on that show was The Outsiders, one of my favorite groups out of Jersey, and all of them were there. Raw Digger came out. She had on like a black dress and a big giant green afro on. I mean, they just tore that place down. It was incredible. But this man right here hosted it and also performed, and that was the first time I had ever seen Rascals perform. But I've seen a ton. If they came out in the 80s all the way through like the mid 90s, there's probably a 99% chance that I saw them live. But yeah, microphone king right here, definitely. Number 13, show a rap record from your collection that you have from the 1980s. Once again, I got a ton of them, so I decided I'm going to show something I really, really want people to see because I want people to go and get this if they haven't already gotten it. But one of the illest groups from back then was Stetsasonic. This was their first album on fire. This was incredible. I'll never forget. Like, I just remember at the around the time that this album came out, like NWA and Eazy-E were like huge, and these guys were huge, and they were like probably the two biggest groups that they were like blasted all over the radio. Stetsasonic and NWA, because they were new. NWA was still really new, even though I think their first single was the late '80s. Yeah, late '80s. Their first record started coming out in the late '80s, and I believe this is early '90s. This is 90. Oh, 86. What does that say? 90? No, it can't be 96. 86. I can't see it. Anyway, yeah, 86 is an 80s record. But yeah, it was just big, man. Everything about this record, every song on here, this was where Ghost Stetsa was. Faye and what's the On Fire, the title track was just bananas. Just absolutely bananas. If you don't know about Stetsasonic, get to know them, and definitely go get this album. All three of their albums released were all incredible, but this by far is my favorite. All right, we're getting down there. Number 14, show a rap soundtrack from your collection. Okay? Could be any kind of soundtrack, movie, TV, whatever, as long as it's a rap soundtrack. My choice, I almost feel like I said this one before on another tag, but my choice would be The Show, produced by Russell Simmons. This was the documentary, which was incredible. I know a lot of y'all saw this. If you haven't, you guys gotta see this. This is just incredible. You want to see a brand new Wu-Tang taking over. Run DMC, Slick Rick is all over this one. It's a really great documentary. The Show, Rhyme and Reason, is right up there with The Show. But let's talk about some of the rappers that appeared on here. Onyx, Slick Rick, Tupac, Red and Math, Domino, Bone Thugs, and it's a really dope Biggie song on here. Oh, man, South Central Cartel, Jail Felonies, LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest. Man, this album was great. Great album. Check it out. Check it out. And we are down to our last question. Question number 15. Let's just say number 15. It's not necessarily a question. But this is the last one, and the last one is show a rap album from your collection that is so good, that is so well put together, that there are no skips on the entire album. Every last single song is a banger. Every last single song fits the album. You don't need to fast forward anything. You don't need to skip over anything. My choice would be King T, Act the Fool. This is not only my choice, but this, in my opinion, is one of the greatest albums to come out of the West Coast. This would be probably in my top two of greatest albums to come out of the West Coast. I think this album and DOC's first album are like probably one and two as far as I'm concerned. Um, Album songs: Act a Fool, Cold Rock Stuff, The Coolest, Flirt, Bagging on Moms, Bass, Let's Dance, Guitar Playing, Payback's a Mother, Just Clowning, and I Got a Cold. Production by DJ Pooh. Scratches by Key Cooley and DJ Pooh. Incredible album. What's my man's name that's on here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? MC Breeze, Mixmaster Spade is on here. Just incredible. Incredible album. For those that know, they know. They know. Not one skip on here. All right. And that did it. That's the rap tag for 2026. Please, please participate if you can. Let's get this rap thing going on. Nobody, all of these vinyl tags, nobody really focuses on rap. There was a rap tag that was started, I think it was 2021, and I think it only happened one time. I can't remember the brother's name that started it, but it just kind of went away. And so I kind of started my own in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So this would be number 3, I believe. But thank you guys for watching. This is Rap Tag 2026. All right, I'm gonna wait and see what you guys got. I'm looking forward to the answers to some of these questions that you guys have, and bring it on. This is Daryl D. Peace and love.